Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and welcome back to Techtonica. I've been sitting here chugging away through making the frames, and for the last couple of items to get the Victor upgrade to tier 4. Got a couple of things. We've got the concrete and some of the chunks that are needed for X-ray, but it's a long process, and I'm hoping that by upgrading this, we can sort of automate some of it. I need advanced circuits anyway, so I'm hoping I can do some sort of automation with circuits. Let's complete this one, and we'll see what happens.
Terminal upgraded. New technologies and recommended tasks available.
Never seen a signal jump out right after pushing a tier like that. What in the world?
Local signal deciphered. Ingress FE0009. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation. Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Interbiome transit.
Interbiome transit? Breaker, that beacon is throwing off a huge amount of energy. Something massive just woke up.
Okay, so also while in between episodes, we'll head to there pretty shortly. In between episodes, I did look into this, so you can see on the tasks over to the left, it's got decipher signal FH2652 by crafting and possessing an unknown piece of equipment. That piece of equipment should actually be the rail runner. So let's create that.
Task inbound. Rail runner. Enables personal transportation via monorail systems.
If we can create it. Take a moment. I also did a bit of mining charge mining and got a fair bit more at Lantum. I've got quite a bit in the inventory now, 100. It's good, and I also had to place this guy down because I was completely backed up. This one's full. I was completely backed up over here. Let's see what happens when this finishes up.
Rail runner equipped. Jump and briefly hold beneath energized monorail to initiate travel.
Okay.
Local signal deciphered. Ingress FH2652. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation. Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Sector-wide priority route.
Okay. So if we go... No, well, that's log. Journal. So it wants this one here. So 100 Atlantum ore. Oh, I just processed all my ore. Dope. And 200 cooling systems. So that's actually pretty easy to get done. I would need to get some more ore though. So we need advanced circuits. So we would have just, as I said, unlocked a bunch of stuff. So let's look. We're in Victor level. Advanced electronics will now have unlocked. So this Rail Rush 3, we haven't got Rail Rush 2. I'm not transporting myself around on the rails at the moment. Let's have a look at terraforming. So just some speed upgrades to the mole, which would be nice. I'm not going to burn 60 of my 144 to get that at this point. Synthesis, what have we got? Assembler Mark II. Faster and more efficient assembler. Okay. Fair enough, it needs electric motors and relay circuits and assemblers. A smelter Mark II, so we can now make them, because we couldn't make them before. That's something that is going to be needed. Faster threshing. Fire dense 3. Increases fire brick density by 65%. Okay. And Hawthorne neutralization. Okay. So there's a couple of things we've unlocked. We can work our way towards them. In logistics, just a couple of things on... Okay, so that's vertical belt heights. And then increases carrying capacity of monorail hauler. And again, I'm not using monorails yet. In energy, increases the high voltage cable reach, so it will go longer distances, but it need to scan something first though. Science. Biobrick diesel. Okay. Is biobrick and silverthorn coolant to make 240 worth of fuel. Interesting. Core clustering. This is something that I think I want to jump into. Enables formation of core clusters from unassigned research cores in Core Composer. Core clusters generate bonuses in alignment with activated core boost technology. Alright, let's just do this one. Okay, unlocks the core allocator. Okay. In construction, there's nothing on the advanced electronics. I was hoping for some sort of automation, you know, some sort of wire type thing. I don't know whether this game has that in it, but quite a few things we need to dig through. Here's another one up here too. So coolant compression. So let's do this because I think we had, hey, what is this? A threshing recipe enables lossless threshing of silverthorn gel into silverthorn extract. Okay, so quick look through here. Oops, the I want to see what the core allocator. I don't know what a core allocator is. Can I do something in here? Nope. Beacons. Yeah, I'm not sure what I got to do with the core allocator piece. And now make advanced circuits. Oh, it takes Atlantum. We need tons of these things. Like, tons. So we are going to need to get some mining up and going wherever we can find some Atlantum. Alright, let's go for a bit of a walkie, I guess. Let's have a quick look at our journal. We're going to need like 1,000 advanced circuits, and I don't have that at the moment. And then I'm going to need some Atlantum ore. We are actually going to need to start working on potentially doing the whole monorail stuff with remote stations to do mining. So I'll need to get a mining tier 2 for Atlantum ore. But let's... Oh, okay, so this is the freight elevator. Nice. And then reinforced iron frames. Yeah, we're going to need a bunch of advanced circuits. I'm also going to start needing more advanced conveyor belts, so Mark IIs. And then this one here. We actually need to craft an advanced circuit. Probably a handful of them. Okay. So as... let's just pop a guy down here for the moment. Put him there. If I set you up to do advanced circuits, cool. It will need it. Lantern ingots and cooling systems. I do have cooling systems here. I've got it paused at the moment. I'll just take these. I may need to kick this back off and say run it over here. Throw some of these in. Give it half of that and maybe half of this. Again, we need to craft an unknown amount, as it says. So that'll give me a little bit. I'll actually make it like 100 of them. As I said, we need 1,000. Gonna have to do some mining. There's 2. Let's craft an unknown amount. A couple of other things while I was out and about. Nothing too major, just did a little bit of research, a little bit of scanning around, found one other thing which just unlocked a technology I already had. So, come on, I don't know how many I need to make. We need to go over there. HA. I grab some cooling systems. Did I keep a bunch on me then? Didn't put all of them in there, did I? No. But I still think... Don't go that way. Go that way. Let's kick this off again. Let it start making a few things. Let's limit the storage to... I don't know, that. Be sufficient. A couple of stacks. Yeah, I don't know how many I need to make. $20 so far. Quite a few, it seems. Alright, let's head towards the freight elevator, I guess. Enough mining charges on me. If I find some Atlantum while I'm out, we'll be able to unlock that other door. Now, I know the freight elevator is up here. Just go and see what we actually need to unlock there. So there is a new version of the game out too. There was an update which enables you to now unlock the ability to change the rules of the gameplay that you're playing through. Now, obviously, I've already started my game. I'm not going to restart, but being able to change the rules so that you don't have to unlock technology, or you don't need to unlock a certain door, or whatever is a cool little bonus to the game, making it more of a sandbox arrangement. So that if you have played through before and you just want to do a bit of automation or something along those lines, then you can. Sure, I'm going the right way. One of the ways I can get there anyway. Okay, so it wants us to go over here. Freight elevator is going to need power, I'm pretty sure. What's this one, right?
If we can get enough juice into this thing, we should be able to ride it to another sector.
Yes. Hopefully we will find other, more established areas of the expedition still intact. Though I fear that this collapse has most likely spread.
Even so, we might find other people who got left behind. Nobody deserves to be alone in a place like this.
No. But until we can contact command, our primary mission to industrialize this world remains. Sector by sector, if necessary.
Sir, with all due respect, don't you think rescuing the crew has to come first?
I do not. We are on a mission to return resources to Earth that will impact the lives of billions. It is greater than any of us. But even so, look at all we have built to come this far. These factories are what have enabled us to augment the signals, open the doors, and discover the tools that have made it possible to learn everything we could. Soon, the electricity of those same machines will power this freight elevator and hopefully carry us one step closer to the truth. I will not pretend to share your priorities, Sergeant, but I can assure you they are intertwined.
Fine. We'll build the factories, especially if it helps us dig people out of the tin cans they sent us down here in. But if it comes down to choosing between a life and a lost cause, I know where I stand.
I will tell you when all is lost. For now, we must remain focused on the restoration of this elevator. Also, the Excalibur was not a tin can.
I'm very happy to see that the freight elevator is still intact. Not sure if it actually works, but obviously it would not have been easy to rebuild from scratch. Let's take a look.
Okay, so obviously I now need to generate enough power to get that freight elevator going, which is 1200 or something I think it said in it, which is quite a bit. So I'm going to need, and we do have the water wheels nearby, but we're going to need quite a bunch of them. I don't know if it needs just an amount, like 1200 as a value, or if it needs like a certain amount per second. So we'll...
You set off 100 mining charges, Breaker. And no, I don't know why I'm counting.
Let's see, have we got... How much ore do I have? 50. Need a few more. As I said, we need like 100. And also, you know, we're going to need to get a mining drill on this, but I can't, I don't have power up here at the moment. Somewhere here I need to be able to place this. What do we end up with? 77. So I do need a little bit more. There will be some bits and pieces around that I'll be able to scrounge together, but okay, what I think we need to do next, I'm not sure how many cables I've got on me. I've got 27. Let's see if we can get the cable from here to over... I'm sure it was over there. I know I'll have to find out where we can run this to, because either we're going to need to run a whole bunch of water wheels up here, which we've got the water to do it on, or I can run the cable to somewhere else. So I'm going to put a cut in. We're about halfway through an episode here. Let me see if what I can do in this space, and I'll be right back. Alright, so clarification on that previous quest. If you look up the top left now, it says connect a high voltage cable to the FES freight elevator and supply it with the following amount of accumulator power. So it's not something that I can just trickle in, if that makes sense. So I need 1200 megajoules of accumulated power. I currently have about 640. So what I'm going to need to do is build a bunch more accumulators, which is what you can see the crafting that's happening down the bottom corner at the moment. I'm just crafting a bunch of inventory. It's probably not the smartest thing to do, to be quite honest. I should probably get a crafter set up to do that, but I just let it craft while we're walking around. Now I dug through and found the FH thing. I've just literally, I can't even see where it came in now. I just mining charged my way in here. I don't think I've been in here before, which is cool. So entrance offline, interact repair. You wanted this and this. Cool. Let's get a little scanner out, because that's normally what we need to do in this sort of place.
This is some kind of medical facility. It was pretty rare that people got sick or hurt, but better safe than sorry. And we should be able to find a few upgrades in mint condition because of it.
New database entry Lancet. What is that? Okay. Someone. Stack inserter. Rank generator Mark II. That may come in handy. Nexal medical protocols. Unlike similar lockdowns, controllable solely by command group specific, ability to initiate and rescind code IOTA is reserved for the highest ranking medical officer. Okay, whatever that means. Continue. sail foot. Plant. Sailfoot, small, flat leaf plant native to watery areas of calyx. Okay.
We used to get irritating notifications on our suits if we didn't spend enough of our free time with these vitamin D lights. A friend whose name and face I can't remember anymore showed me how to disable them. I think I'll go ahead and disable the notifications on yours, too. As far as I'm concerned, your vitamins are your business.
Okay. Storage container? Oh, I'd need another. Just a storage container thing. Doors that don't seem to go anywhere. Sketch, which is the map. Mark II thresher. Nice.
I know the vibe of a giant broken surgical arm seems sinister in an abandoned hospital, but what doesn't seem sinister in an abandoned hospital? These things were great. They could do checkups right through your suit.
HP flight 2. Nice. We can get better flight.
I was never this deep in the hospital. This is a much bigger arm, obviously for some kind of unexpected major trauma. Believe it or not, seeing this is encouraging. It's a reminder that we had plans within plans for every kind of failure you can imagine. All we gotta do is locate the giant robot arm version of what to do if the entire factory and everyone in it suddenly disappears.
Just rail rush 4. Okay. Anything else over here I need to scan? Nope, let's continue. Rail rush 2. Tool belt 4. Interesting. And whatever this helmet is.
Breaker, this facility has the tech we need to get you out of your suit. Maybe we can finally hear your voice and figure out who you are. Give me a second and I'll initiate the removal protocol. When a work suit is all that stands between you and being killed by pretty much everything, they make it a little more complicated than pulling on a zipper.
Suit removal denied. Security clearance Sigma.
Denied? We'll see about that. Colonel Paladin?
I'm sorry, Sergeant. Sigma is not a security clearance I possess.
Sir, how could that be possible? The only people who even outrank you are...
The only people who outrank me are not your concern. The Groundbreaker does not seem to be in danger or in pain. They are not disabled or impaired in their ability to construct the machines to meet our objectives. We are in no position to dwell on it. You will drop this matter.
Understood.
Field Hospital. All scans complete.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's not much else I can do in this space at the moment. So let's see if I can work out the best way to get back to my base. Fairly large area, right? I don't think there's any particular way that... Maybe there is. Maybe that's the normal way in. I didn't come through that area, but that would mean that this area here, where it is, yep. Let's just dig our way out. much here. On a limestone wall. Front. Again, seeing all these little spots here and there. Can I get into that area? Have I been in that area? Probably have. Probably lamps. So this way. Yep. What I thought. Righty. So that gets our little area going there. We need to give you some fuel. I went ahead and put all the thresher system in for the copper over here as well. And as I said, I've been manually doing the mining charges because otherwise it consumes all your charges if you place them in there. So definitely need to place down quite a few more accumulators. Now we've got a bunch in here, right? But we could probably squeeze a couple more in. Let me put them back on. Where are they? Yeah, put them back on this toolbar for a second, and we'll just pop a few more in here. That's not where I wanted it. Don't do it. Where's your man? Okay, cool. I need to make some more, but that should get us building up. You can see it building up nice and quickly. So we are going to need to run a cable up. We're not going to be able to just add more and more of these guys in. I can probably... Yeah, I've connected it via these things, so I need to just be aware of what I've done. Obviously we are generating here, and if I push P for power, you'll see we now have 780 megawatt per megajoules worth. So if I make a few more of those units, pop this guy down and say, can you build me accumulators? So you need this bunch of circuits and copper frames. So you're right next to the copper frame unit. That, pop them in there for the moment. Does it need 6 frames per 220 electrical components? I probably should, I guess, a long one. That's a filter. You're a long inserter. Do that. And in terms of circuits, I should probably just run them back over there, right? But what circuits it needs? Component. This one. Make another 2. Alright, so obviously I've still got a few things. Now that's going to take a while to get those underway. I'll throw a few more in, but we're going to need to run a cable. I have a couple more here somewhere. Did have them crafting, there they are. Now, did I do that tech that made the cable longer? Where was that? Energy. Oh, I need to scan something. Voltage auto step probably wouldn't hurt. We don't lose power to that, but I'd like to find whatever this is. So I'm gonna craft a bunch more cables here. You can have that, probably that. I'll need to craft a bunch more cables, and we'll see if we can get our high density cable all the way up to the elevator. And in the meantime, obviously, this guy will craft me a few more accumulators, which maybe I just won't bother with over there. Maybe I'll just pop them here for now, because it's all connected, right? We're now at 810, so it's only going to take a couple more to be connected, and then obviously we need to, I'll go a bit over that, I'll go over 1200 to make sure that we've got enough power. And you can see how quick that thing filled up. So bear with me. I'm gonna, I guess, throw another cut in because I want to try and do this in this episode, so I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so come to the conclusion, this is not going to happen this episode as I'm running out of time to record the episode. So I'm going to leave it here. I'll do some work in between episodes. We'll get a bunch more of these because I need quite a few. So I need 4 more, which will get us up to maybe 1,000. These are 15 each, 15 kilojoules each. I was trying to look through the system here to see if there was any boosts I could do in terms of the actual storage amount, and I don't believe there is yet. I'm sure I'll get to a point where there's a, you know, another unlock. Accumulation 3's here, so I'd need the tier 5 unlock, which we already know I don't have the materials for at this point. I have connected the cable, so we'll just quickly run up there and I'll show you what I've done. Drop down and move a bit faster. So yeah, all I've done is extended the cable system from where it is in the second stage up here, where our where we got given all those water wheels, etc. And I've extended it up through the nearest, well, the shortest path I could find, which is using the water. So the little rivers through the walls are generally the best place to run it. For me, well, that's what I found. So up to you guys, whatever you end up doing if you're playing along at home. So I already had cables running this way down to connect this system here up. So all I've done is just connect it off the side here. And I know it's janky, but it runs up through here. And these obviously have a distance that they can stretch. And you can see it comes out of the waterfall here, technically clipping through the wall there, but just ignore that piece for now. And then, as I said, using this waterway that comes through here. Using this waterway that goes through here, comes all the way up into this area where the elevator is. And I have connected it to the elevator. And as I said, it needs the 1200 accumulated power, so I can't just hit the button now, it won't work. And you'll see if I get all the way up here and open the screen up, it's saying we currently have 960 of 1200. So definitely next episode I'll be able to hit the button on this. I'm hoping it doesn't just like fire. It may. I'm guessing there'll be a button here I need to push. And then hopefully once we've done that, that will unlock this one here. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting seeing another level, another area. But that'll have to wait. So thank you all for watching. Leave your comments down below. Hope you enjoyed the episode. One last thing that I found when I was just about to run those cables was that you can see on the map here, I've gotten that map, there's a big chunk of Atlantum down in here. So I did take a little bit of a trek down in here and I found it. There's a huge amount of Atlantum down here. So this is probably where I'll set up my mining stuff, so I can mining charge it, excuse me, mining charge a fair bit of this out, this dot stuff, and then put a few drills on this. And it's not a huge amount of distance to travel it back, but I'll definitely try and set up a monorail of some sort from down there and back down to base, probably using the similar sort of path. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, comments below, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.